welcome everybody. This is Autism Father on the Ottcraft server. We're heading into what is normally the Wither Arena. If you know anything about Ottcraft, you know we have these ginormous, massive Wither fights. Well, ever since the 8th anniversary, which was June 23rd, 2021, we've introduced a thing called the Darkness. The Darkness is what I have in my hand right now. That is a fox head. It's hard to tell, but with this fox head, it summons the darkness that these guys all have to fight. It's complicated, so I figured instead of trying to explain all of this to you, I would just show you. You all ready? No flying. Number 2, don't get scared. And number 3, turn on your sounds. I think our sounds are okay. Now, this is a Wither fight, but it's a fully automated, totally run by command blocks fight, and you'll see why in a second. Here it comes. There he goes. That was the darkness, and he's gone, and here we are in the darkness. This is, again, you're gonna be watching me. I'm not going to do anything. This is fully automated. It's kind of a show. Oh, he's powering up. So you got the particle effects. You've got the beams of energy. You've got that. You can see the Wither above the darkness. Oh, you hear that? That's why you want the sounds on. Something is happening. The darkness is here. The darkness is bringing something with it. So we had some employees from Mojang actually come and visit us on our 8th anniversary, and we actually ran this for them, and even they were impressed. They said it was a lot of fun. They loved watching all the players really get into it, and they love all these cool effects that went on. The darkness just runs around, does his own thing, spawning in withers. So the trick is with this is, just like in real life, you can't actually fight the darkness. The darkness isn't a thing that you can defeat. You can only drive out the darkness and send it back from where it came from. But the darkness tends to bring a lot of bad things with it. So you have to fight those bad things while you try to drive out the darkness. So while they fight that, he's over there spawning in Wither skeletons. And while this is happening, the command blocks are continuing to do stuff. And you'll see that in a moment. Spawning in even more. So the reason that there's no flying in this one is because we do have some weather effects like the lightning and stuff, so we have no roof on this thing, and what happens is if you try to fly over a Wither, the Wither is programmed to try and stay above your head to drop those exploding heads on you, and it will continue to try to be above you. So if you fly up, it flies up. And it'll just go as high as it can go. And now we have bone dust, particles, and shulkers. Check it out. And there's the Skeleton King. The darkness brought the Skeleton King. Is the darkness just gonna float up there for... Oh, there it goes. It's floating around because of the shulkers. The Skeleton King is now floating. The Skeleton King is one of our mob bosses. He is He is the king of all skeletons, and he is responsible for defeating the creeper army. He wears the creeper head as a trophy, and he also has a disc in his hand because, as you know, when skeletons kill creepers, a disc will fall. I'm gonna do the darkness, I think. Yeah, come on, fight the darkness. So while they're fighting the Skeleton King over there, the shulkers are all gone, the darkness continues doing what the darkness does and spawning in various elements of the skeleton army. We've got some horses over there. You know what happens when you approach those skeleton horses. It's called a skeleton horse trap for a reason. And there it goes. It spawns in more of their minions. So the darkness is back in the center, and he's now spawned in the Panda King. You see by the chat, bits of green? Is this bamboo? Kind of foreshadowing what is to come. And here's some more pandas with pillagers. They are panda pillagers, and they fly. Because why not? Why wouldn't pandas be flying? So we have something over here fighting the Panda King. Skeleton King's already dead. You could tell the boss bar is gone. So somebody got his head, which is basically just a creeper head. And rain. Now we have rain. That can only mean one thing. The toughest of all the mob bosses that we have. Just in time for the Panda King to die. Oh, we got some drowns. That foreshadows the coming of... Where is he? There he is, the Ocean Prince. The darkness can summon the Ocean Prince? The Ocean Prince rides his trusty steed, the Elder Guardian, and he has various powers. He can actually slow the players around them. He can summon his own little baby zombies all around him all the time. He hits people with lightning. And both he and his steed have a ridiculous amount of health. So while the darkness is off spawning even more drowns, the Ocean Prince is just making short work of a lot of players here. The Elder Guardian, he zaps people with his eyes. The Ocean Prince, he hurts people a lot too, but not while he's still riding that thing. So they have to kill the Elder Guardian to get the Ocean Prince on his feet. Looks like they've hit him a couple times. But it's tough to hit him because he's kind of like half in the Elder Guardian there. Oh. Did the water just turn to lava? How does that happen? Watch out. Those baby zombies are quick. So here we have the darkness. He just spawned the Nether King. Listen to that growl. The Nether King rides his trusty Ravager. And the darkness continues spawning some of the Nether King's army. We got piglins with shields on striders. So if you didn't know, the Ocean Prince, the Nether King, and the next mob boss that's coming, the Dragon Slayer, their heads are extra special. When you kill them, they drop their heads, and if you put it on, you get special effects. So the Ocean Prince here, if we put his head on you, you get infinite water breathing, just constantly breathing underwater. Why am I moving slowly after drinking milk? Because he's constantly casting slowness all around him. The Nether King, he has a special head as well. When you put it on, you get fire resistance. So you can basically live in the Nether and swim as if it's water. And the Dragon Slayer, which is soon to come, he gives you night vision. Oh, the Dragon Slayer, beware. I sense the Dragon Slayer approaches. And now we have purple. These are obsidian tears, I believe. There he is. There's the Dragon Slayer. So you'll notice I'm not clicking anything. I have nothing in my hotbar. I haven't been doing anything all this time. It's the darkness who gets to work, and he makes life interesting for our poor players. Our players get a show. They get all these particles, lightning. And this guy is causing all kinds of... Oh! And we got magma cubes. Really, really big ones. Wow, that guy's just... Oh, here he comes. And now he's grounded. They got his Phantom. So now he's on the ground. He's extra strong as well, but he is wearing diamond armor. So he's not invincible. We've got mobs all over the place. Oop, don't need that. The darkness is just hanging out over there. He has around him some very special wither skeletons. They are the Wither Knights. They have a boost in health. And I sense a great magic is approaching. This is it. Something powerful, something cursed is coming. That was a good shot. Now keep your eyes on the darkness. He's going to summon in. There they are, the cursed admins. But that's not all. Slight lag spike as the darkness summons in a army of piglin brutes. The cursed admins, Autism Father, Lady Kath, and Feryx all have their own special admin-like abilities. They're not on their home server, the cursed server. They're on our server trying to take it over, but they still have admin abilities. Cursed Autism Father, he likes to hit people with lightning. Cursed Feryx likes to drop snowballs that explode on people's heads. And Cursed Lady Kath, she bites people. Where is she? I don't even know. But she does, like, the evoker fangs that come up from the ground. Oof. Darkness is just hanging out. These piglin brutes, they have extra special axes. They have a netherite knockback 10 axes. They do some damage because they are netherite, but for the most part, I mean, if, let's say you're trying to get the Ocean Prince and you really want to collect that head to get infinite water breathing, using the netherite knockback 10 axe might not be beneficial because you'll be hitting the guy so far away that when he finally does die, somebody else will probably pick up that head because knockback 10 knocks him pretty far. You're probably better off using, you know, a lower knockback or no knockback at all so that the mob stays close to you and you can collect stuff when it dies. Sweet Spice struck by lightning. Killed by Cursed Autism Father's special ability. So there's a lot of the clones left. We don't mind having those around, but when the special bosses all perish, that is when the Darkness event is officially wrapped up and done, and then it's just cleanup time. But we're going to show you what happens as Cursed Autism Father dies. Server says you did it. You pushed back against the darkness and drove it out. Your light shines bright and can never be defeated. This is actually done with dust particles. They're colored and positioned in such a way to create our logo, which is also here in the ground. Getting a little bit of frame rate drops with the particles and the fireworks and the tons of mobs everywhere, but there you go. That's the show. The server says it's over, you did it. Thank you for participating and keeping Ottcraft safe once again. So there you go. That's it. That's the Darkness, and that's on Ottcraft ever since the 8th anniversary. Hopefully you enjoyed. We enjoyed putting this all together for you guys. We love running it every once in a while for the players. We still do our regular Great Big Wither fights for those of you who have played on Ottcraft and done our huge Wither fights where we spawn in tons and tons of stuff for like 45 minutes to an hour. We do that still too. But every once in a while, it's good to just summon the Darkness and just have it run, and people can go and collect some new heads, get some shinies, get some special weapons and stuff. It's a lot of fun. So, thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Ciao for now.